Okay, good morning everybody and welcome to day 3. This is pre-race coverage. We got Bud Streeper right here. Let's turn them around. We're live, he's live, we're all live. Bud sitting first at day 2.
Yeah, right, it's beautiful. It's cold. It's cold. I mean, you can wear a big jacket, big coat, big fur hat. It's cold out here, so it's going to be good for the dogs. It makes it better for the dogs. The trail with the temperatures is going to be good. It's going to set up. It's going to be well packed. And now the dogs have had 2 days of running. Now they've actually done some conditioning and some training, preparing themselves for the 3rd day. So the veteran mushers and the veteran dogs know that today is the last day, and today will be the run that you can push a little bit harder.
So the dogs know that?
Absolutely, they do. The veteran dogs do, and they can and they feel off of you. You know, and if you're confident, they're confident, and they're happy, and they'll feel good. And yeah, it should be a good race.
So you were talking last night about how you had your dog come back to the hotel. Was that magic? What happened?
That's a storybook, actually. A storybook ending to a thriller novel is what it was, because he disappeared at 10:30. Couldn't find him for 2 hours Friday night. Saturday morning, he was spotted here at 10 a.m. Wendy Callis seen him on this street, tried to catch him, got scared, run to the end of this avenue going to the west, and hopped on a coastal trail, which is probably the trail he come, a coastal walking path. And at 3 o'clock when we left the race site, we got a phone call and said, there's a dog that matches that description at the hotel. We pulled into the parking lot. Vinny is standing there where our truck is normally parked. We pull in, pull out some other dogs, get about 10 or 12 dogs out. Vinny comes over like he didn't even miss a beat.
No way.
Yep.
That must have felt so good.
He felt so good. I actually had Revive left over from the run. So I give him a 2 ladles full of Revive glycogen replacement, and he lapped that up. And the next drop, he come out and had a big pee and ate his supper, and yeah, he looks good. He's happy to be back.
Well, I know we're all happy for that, and there's a lot of folks watching right now. The big question is, can you add new dogs today to your team that haven't run?
No, actually. So this is the rule with the unlimited class, and actually the rule with all sprint class racing is, the team that starts on day 1 is the team that you can use. The team on day 2 can only be from day 1, and the team on day 3 can only be dogs from day 2. So if you left dogs off after day 1, I run 14 yesterday, I can only choose from that 14. So no, you can't add any new dogs. It's got to be any dog that finishes today has to have run all 3 days.
And can you drop dogs on the trail somewhere?
No, you can't. The sprint racing rule is that all dogs and equipment that started the run must return back after the run and complete the entire course.
Okay, copy that. So what makes the Rondy so special?
This atmosphere, the carnival rides over here. You know, the famous 4th Avenue pictured here where George and Doc Lombard and Gareth Wright and Lester Earhart and Bill Taylor and Roxy and Charlie and everybody's had their pictures here. You know, this is 50 years older than the Iditarod. You know, this is one of the original biggest sporting events in Alaska. Even when I go to Kotzebue or Huslia or Norvik or Tanana or Northway or Tanacross, they talk about Anchorage, and they talk about, the big race in Anchorage, and they're not talking about the Iditarod. They're talking about this one, because the traditional sport in Alaska is sprint mushing. It's the speed racing, and this is cool. That's why I love coming here to Anchorage, and yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good race today.
So when we saw Lena coming up the hill yesterday in Cordova, she was fist pumping uphill. That's pretty cool, because a lot of people get nervous on that. She seemed really excited. How do you approach that hill every year?
Yeah, okay. It used to be different. When we used to run strictly sprint racing, that used to be, and it still is, not discrediting, it used to be, Everest. But after doing Wyoming for 10 years now and, learning about steep climbs and grades, you learn that the hill is only as long as the top of it. So, I mean, if you can see the top of it, it's nice to get the dogs up to it. So I always look forward to it. I personally believe the race doesn't begin until the bottom of Cordova. So then you better have a dog team that's ready to run up that hill. So yeah, my plan all year long is to get that team ready for the 3rd day looking at Cordova. So we're 74 miles done and I got a mile to go, and that's where I hope if me and John are even, that's where I want to outrace them, is from their home. I want to be prepared to outrace them from their home. And that's how I run my races, to the finish line.
Yeah, because John, let's see, his truck's right there, right?
Yeah, that's it right
We're looking right at Earhart.
So 45 seconds separates me and John. He won the first day. I won the second day. And here we go on day 3. So, you know, it's going to be fun. And I think this cold weather really levels the playing field. You know, no one team has an advantage. You know, we travel and we see the warm weather, where John being from the interior Alaska, I think the warm weather would be kind of a hindrance to him. We're here it being cold, I think it's a level playing field. You know, my team can run in the cold, his team's great in the cold, so we're going to have a good race. It's going to be a battle of dogmanship and team and 40 years, 50 years, the Earharts have been doing this. 40 years, the Streepers have been doing it. So we're going to test ourselves today against each other, and it should be a heck of a competition.
It's super exciting. We have Carol Rogers saying, glad your dog was found. They've been watching from North Henderson, Illinois.
Is that right? Yeah, Vinny is his name, and his twin brother, Vegas. Come, I'll show you. Yeah. Might as well meet Vinny and see how he's doing
Let's
today.
meet Vinny, everybody. You're here with Bud Streeper. It is day 3, February 24th. We're about an hour and 15 minutes from race time. Bud's giving us an exclusive right now. Always appreciate that. There he is. He's back. All right, Vinny. This is the famous dog that was lost for about how many hours now? How many hours?
18 hours.
18 hours.
Through the cities and the back streets and all through Anchorage, and yeah, quite a story.
Wow, there you are. There you are. You're very handsome.
Yep.
And everybody else is that doesn't happen very often, right?
No, it does. Not every day. I mean, usually every other year or something, you might have something weird like that happen. It does. You know, it's animals. You know, anybody that works animals know that you can train them and you can practice with them. But, you know, something, maybe a ptarmigan, maybe a bird or a pheasant was just right there, and he got the whiff of it and went 5 feet farther than he normally does. Just natural instinct for a predatorial animal to go a little farther, and he gets onto a spot where he can't recognize the smells, and that's what happens. Anyways, a good ending to a story, and you know, we look forward to him being part of our team in the remaining season. Yeah. Right, next race. What's your big next race after this? Well, we're gearing up for the Open North American. The Open North American is our big race, and that's in 2.5 weeks' time in Fairbanks. But we will probably run either in Tanacross next weekend, a small village on the Alaska Highway between Tok Junction and Delta Junction, or potentially North Pole in the North Pole Championships there. So either way, we're heading up north after this race, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. Staying in Alaska, though? We will stay in Alaska through the Open North American, and then head in Fort Nelson for the Canadian Open Championship, which will be a big race this year. It's on a new festival, the Northern Lights Festival, put on by the community of Fort Nelson, and currently there's 34 teams registered for the unlimited class. So definitely a great way to finish off the season. Super exciting. Fred Lafferty says, hi, Bud. Good luck to you all. Hey, Fred. Yeah, Fred used to work with Brent Beck, and he's been on this street before. A lot of them mushers have been here before. A lot of people saying hi and stuff. It's amazing how many people approach you and say, hey, when you coming back to... I had a girl from Cross Lake, Manitoba, you know, 3,000 miles east of here, where there's a dog race happening today. She's up here visiting. She says, when are you coming back to Cross Lake? So it's nice to see friends here on the avenue, and it's always good to meet new people as well. Absolutely. So one last question. What's going through the dogs' heads right now? Oh, they're pretty chill. Here's Bibby. Hi, Bibby. He's got, they chill. They know that the race isn't until later on today. So, you know, they're used to traveling. We started in mid-January. We're close to 50 days of traveling. We've been into like 12 different heats of racing. You know, the dogs understand that, you know, it's another day in the office for them. They know it. And that's how I approach it, is this is another day in the office. Even though we got the World Series on the line here and it's Game 7 in the Super Bowl, it's another day in the office. And that's how I'm going to run this race, is I don't need to throw a no-hitter. I don't need to throw a perfect game. I don't need to do something amazing that I've never done before. I need to do what these dogs train all year round and just simulate our training. And if I simulate the training, then I'll keep the dogs in their comfort zone, and I'll be happy with the outcome either way. Right on. Well, thank you. Did they have a big breakfast this morning? A big breakfast? Sorry, what? Did they have a big breakfast? The dogs? Well, nothing new. I mean, they had a ground liver water mixture, and it was a soup. Yeah, it was a flavorful soup mixture. A lot of hydration in it is the purpose of it. As you can see with Vinny's pee here, right? You know, nice, as any musher or person knows, that a nice clear pee is the secret to a hydrated animal.
Good boy, looking good. So we'll catch you during the race, after the race.
Okay,
Best
cool.
of luck.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
A lot of fans out there saying hi to Bud Streeper.
Right on. Enjoy the day.
Right on. Let's go get Carl. Our John Earhart. Carl's watching right now. Everybody, if you're just joining us, you're downtown for the exclusive behind-the-scenes interviews with the first and second place team. There's John right there. He's getting all ready. He's just finishing up a drop right here. These guys are big, strong dogs. John's super focused. Good morning. How are you, brother?
Doing good, doing good.
I've been seeing Jennifer and Carl's posts. Yep, everybody's holding tight to the screen today.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling really good.
Excellent. I know Buddy's excited to race you. You guys are two of the best. Been back and forth. And then we got Ricky right behind you, right?
Yep. Yep.
Don't they call him Tricky Ricky?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And are these guys all Alaskan Huskies, or what kind of lines are
Yeah,
they?
a little bit of Alaskan Husky, a little bit of Hound Dog in there, a little Boiker, a little mixture of everything, eh?
But they're not with Greyhound, right? These are the Alaskan Husky mixes with Hound.
Yep.
Okay. I think some folks at home wonder if we have.
There's a little bit of Greyhound in there.
Are there a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a little touch.
And how many dogs are in your kennel right now?
I think I got close to 60.
60 dogs. All right, you got Darren Kinvig saying, "Go, John."
Oh, right on.
We got folks watching from Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca, Mexico. Thanks you, Lori. We got everybody's cheering on somebody, so let us know who you're cheering for.
Right on.
John's 50 seconds out of first right now?
45, I think.
45?
Yep.
How do you run your race today?
I don't know. We're gonna get out there and look at it.
Cool. Well, we know you got your drop to do. There's John Earhart right there, folks.
You bet, thank you.
He is getting his dogs dropped and getting their hydration program underway, where they drop and pee at a regular interval here. The dogs each have their own short chain, so they can be on the truck with their own room around it. And this is, if you've ever been out with the dog team, the dogs actually enjoy this. They get a chance to see people, see their neighbor dog, but not get all tangled up. They get a chance to pee. They get a chance to check out the crowd. Yeah. And then John's gonna be running the Earhart Dandler right there. You can see his setup. That's what he's got going on. And everybody's got the 2 snow hooks and the brake system. He's got his startup list, his harness set up. There it is, the start list for today. So if you're just joining us, you just got the exclusive with the 1 and 2. Hey babies. It's got about 60 in the kennel. Okay, the hard-working handlers. You guys nervous? Do you ever get nervous?
No, never.
But there's a lot of work, right?
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of times when we're by ourselves training and there ain't nobody around and it's cold
Yep.
and it's dark.
I think people always see this day as like a regular thing, but they're all the 300 days before, right?
Oh man, those are the long days. But you know, for me and John running 2 teams, it's just 2 teams apiece, and then you know, just me and him. Oh, and brother Ron back in Tanana and Clarence. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this, because it's just, you know, they help us hook and unhook and cook and everything else. So it's a real team effort.
It's a whole family effort, right?
Yep.
And we got, I've been looking at Carl and Jennifer's posts the last couple days. They've been really keeping a tight eye on everybody, cheering you on.
Yep.
Everybody's thinking about Lester right now.
Yep.
And of course, our thoughts are with your family. We're all summer too.
Yep.
And for those of those, so you're behind the scenes a lot. So introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Curtis Earhart. I'm the oldest brother.
Because a lot of folks don't necessarily see you on the, you know, like John was out last year, right?
Yeah.
And but you're always behind the scenes, always working,
Yep.
always online, keeping an eye on things too, right?
Yep.
And how many days a week are these dogs training in a given, like, you know, December, January month?
Probably 4 days a week.
Okay,
Yep.
so it's not an
And then
everyday.
we got our yearling teams. We got our yearlings at home that we train on our off days.
Okay,
So, and then we got our pups. So,
and what are y'all feeding?
we just feed we get meat from Delta Meat and Sausage, Fish and Rice, and
Yep.
commercial.
Okay, so you do the kibble and then local meat from Delta.
Yep.
Right on. And then for hydration, are they doing any kind of electrolyte or?
No. Nope.
You do baited water?
Yeah, we just do baited water.
Okay, and that's got some nutrition in, right?
Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, yeah.
And what about fish?
We feed quite a bit of fish in the summer and the fall.
Okay, and hey, Jerry Voyager says, hey, Curtis. A lot of folks cheering in to say hello to the family there. You guys have fans all over the world. Been doing this a long time, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a long time.
And what's next? Is the ONAC what you're looking at after today?
Yeah, we'll get ready for ONAC. And then John will go do the village races.
Okay, he'll go on tour.
I want to go to Yellowknife and watch Brent and all the Becks race and all that because I never got to do that. So I'm thinking about taking my little 6-dog team and going over there and race.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm sure Yellowknife is hearing that and they're excited about having a living legend there.
Yeah.
And everybody again says hi to the Earhart family. Good luck today, Curtis.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yep.
All right, folks. And there's John. They're going to sign off. We're going to sign off so we can get ready for other things here, folks, other pre-race. But here's the look downtown on 4th Ave right now. You're live with Kale Casey here, your host. We'll be back here, and then I'll go to the first corner this morning so we can get the race from a different perspective. Again, we're about an hour and 5 minutes away. You can see the official time at noon. I'm going to go upstairs to the command booth and get a start list posted for you all. You want to follow 590 AM, khar590.com, ASDRA, and theFurRondy.net. There's lots of places online to follow stuff. There will be thousands of people lining these streets soon, and so the internet will get tanked again probably. It's the exact same thing that happens at a fire camp when we bring in 1,000 firefighters and they all turn on YouTube at night. We nail the cell towers and they get really restricted. That's what happened yesterday, so stay tuned to whichever way you can. If it's the radio, go with the radio. If we can get the live streams out consistently, we will, of course. We're always trying. And we thank you for being part of the Rondy 2019. It's February 24th. It's day 3. Get excited. It's going to be an exciting race.